really, really hard for me to say I'm proud of myself. I don't feel anything. I'm upset, really, like deep down in my heart. Oh.
So many great memories around them. So yeah, just good people making good times.
Anthony Joshua's final words before stepping away from boxing, following the funerals of Senna and Katz, reveal the crushing weight on his shoulders. He's exhausted, mentally shaken, and emotionally spent. The tragedy hit deeply, and witnessing those goodbyes forced a realization he can't ignore. Boxing, once everything to him, now feels distant. His mind and heart need rest, and the ring has to...
I was mad, like, at myself, not anyone, just at myself. So I've got to get out of here because I'm mad, like.
His words land hard, exposing the humanity behind AJ's usually unbreakable exterior. In a sport that celebrates toughness, Joshua has been quietly carrying an unbearable emotional load. Losing close friends, attending funerals, and absorbing the mental toll have all piled up. Hearn reminds us that even champions are human. AJ's vulnerability now speaks louder than any punch, as his heart and mind seek peace while boxing feels secondary.
Patton family, because if we're all devastated, which you know we are, imagine how that family are feeling right now, and may God bless his soul.
Dominic Engel goes straight to the core of it. When life itself is shaken, boxing fades into the background. Anthony Joshua's stepping back isn't about ego or legacy. It's about emotional survival after losing people close to him. This tragic wake-up call forces him to confront what truly matters: family, mental health, and healing, reminding fans that even the strongest warriors are still human.
Boxing sport is not more important than life. It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. You know, human lives have been lost. You can never, that's price. You can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? You know what I mean? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these reality checks in life.
Smith's words reveal just how deeply this tragedy has affected Anthony Joshua and those around him. The past weeks have been emotionally brutal, mixing grief with the surreal reality of attending funerals. It's clear AJ is carrying heavy loss on his shoulders, struggling to process both the beauty and cruelty of saying goodbye.
I loved him a lot, and his family, and it's been a very, very difficult few weeks. And yesterday was a beautiful but brutal day, and yeah, I don't know how I got...
Sir Fearon recalls seeing Anthony Joshua at the funerals of Katz and Senna, moments filled with raw grief. Even in that sorrow, AJ took time to connect, showing the human side beneath the champion. Funerals like these aren't just moments, they're life-altering experiences. Joshua appeared visibly shaken, reflecting the deep personal toll these losses have taken down.
Now, because I wasn't going to go say anything to him. I was walking out, then I got tapped on the shoulder. I turned around, it was Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? And we had a brief chat and a little embrace and that. And then, and then I left. But it was, you know, funerals are never good.
Johnny Nelson speaks directly to the heart of the situation. This isn't about Anthony Joshua the boxer, it's about Anthony Joshua the man. Losing close friends hits at the core, forcing him to face grief and the fragility of life. AJ's mental and emotional state is understandably vulnerable, making stepping away from boxing both real and necessary.
Talk about these two young men that lost their lives and their families, how it's affected their families. So you want to concentrate on AJ. How's it going to affect AJ? Instead of concentrating on how's it affected the people that have lost their children.
Review Shabazz, the adult captures the haunting reality of sudden loss. Losing close friends makes anyone question life, fate, and purpose. For Anthony Joshua, these funerals weren't distant events. They were deeply personal. The emotional exhaustion forces him to reassess his priorities, with boxing taking a back seat to simply surviving the aftermath.
You look at it's always the people that are the best, or, you know what I mean, that end up going first. You know, and you examine like, well, why wasn't it me, or why did this have to happen to them?
Hearn again highlights the unseen battles AJ has faced outside the ring. This isn't about belts or knockouts. It's about a man struggling with mental health while carrying the weight of grief. The losses of Katz and Senna intensified that pressure, showing why stepping away from boxing may be essential for his emotional
Says he's had all these mental health problems, struggles and stuff like that. You see a guy up there crying.
Oliver perfectly sums up the dual reality of Anthony Joshua. He's not just a champion, he's a presence. But behind that charisma is a man burdened by loss. The funerals of Katz and Senna have left a visible mark. Stepping away now isn't only about boxing. It's about protecting mental health, grieving fully, and finding peace after trauma. AJ's absence will be felt not just for his talent, but for the energy and character he brought to the sport.
It's not just that he's a big personality and he sells fights so well and he's a big character and the press conferences, the build-up to fights, and what he delivers in the ring. The guy is a serious talent, and he'll be missed when he's retired. That is for sure.
Duke McKenzie nails it. Anthony Joshua isn't impulsive. This isn't a temporary pause taken lightly. The emotional weight of recent tragedies is forcing a deliberate step back. Retirement, once distant, now feels closer than ever. Fans will feel the void. But for AJ, the choice is about survival, healing, and rebuilding life after heartbreak. Sometimes, walking away is the bravest fight a champion can face.
I'm sure of that. And he's not a silly man. He's not. And I would envisage over the next few months, he will announce his official retirement.
Heartbreaking. Moments like this remind you how fragile life is and how quickly everything can change. When people talk about fights and rivalries, they mean nothing compared to real life and real loss. God knows the mental and emotional impact on those who witnessed it. But above all, we must remember these were someone's children, someone's brothers, lives lost far too soon. Johnny Nelson.
It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother. And that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
Davies breaks down the unseen damage. AJ's support system has been shaken to its core. Losing Katz and Senna isn't just personal. It disrupts the emotional foundation that keeps a fighter grounded. Healing from this isn't physical. It's mental and spiritual. Stepping away from boxing allows Joshua time to grieve, reflect, and rebuild before deciding if a return is even possible.
Anthony's, if he's got these guys with him as part of his team, they're close aides, close friends. He's going to have lost two very close friends, two members of his team who are part of his mental, psychological and spiritual scaffolding. He will have to recover from this in all those ways, as well as physically, to go